Alright guys, welcome to a practical edition of Fast Reviews. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade. First I'm going to show you how to change the battery out of the Metacycle, and then I'm going to upgrade the Metacycle's charging capability because the wireless charger just isn't cutting it. The wireless charger is not a fast wireless charger, and the USB plug is not a high amperage USB plug. However, we're going to be able to access the components inside this compartment here. I'm also going to show you some features along the way, things that you might want to do to enhance the Metacycle. For example, right here I've added a zip tie. This is going to allow the best type of clearance between the tire and the cable, just something that is a nice precaution. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, where we're going to do some more hacking of all the different bikes. Now the Metacycle does come with a torque wrench, a T40 torque wrench, so you can use that one. Now a couple things here. You're going to want to make sure to unlock your bike first, guys. So you're going to want one of these. I got this from the Tesla, but this guy was going to help you pry open the sides that you can't pry without scratching the fragile paint. Okay, right there. So right there is that spot. That is the spot that you'll need. Alright, now you have access to the battery. The battery is of course held together with the T50 bits. So the first thing we're going to do, as a precaution, is we are going to unplug the battery cables. Now the high voltage battery is disconnected, and we have access to the battery compartment here. So this is the handle, and this battery is a 74 volt 54.4 amp hour 4036 watt hour battery. Alright, so let's get started. Alright guys, so we're now into the compartment here, and there's a bunch of converters here, so we're going to find the one to tap into for 12 volts. We can see right here it actually says input is 48 volts and output is 12 volts 10 amps. So this right here, this device transforms the power to the power that we need. Now we want to make sure that you take precautions so that you don't get shocked. I can see that the power coming in is coming from that dongle right there. .3/16. You're going to need a 3/16 bit, and you're going to want to get into underneath the seat right here. By the way, if you wanted to change the seats out, you just need to do these two screws, and that's going to help you change the seat. Now, the next thing that happens is this guy goes up and forward. So a nice smooth action, up and forward. You can see where the screws were mounted here. You can see the kind of a track system that it has right here. Okay, so let me show you what's going on. So we've already tapped into the 12 volts here. We wrapped the wire with some nice tape to prevent any type of rubbing. We've added a couple of zip ties here. So now we're going to change it out. Again, you want to make sure that the bike is powered off. Alright, so let's undo this. Actually, we can undo this very nicely. Last time I didn't have enough. I didn't have an angled cable, so I'm going to put a link in the description below to buy a angled cable. It allows you to charge your phone like this, so this way you're not messing with trying to plug it in through there. So what I did was we just kind of squeezed this guy, moved him forward, and that allows us to access this compartment. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are going to take this guy out here. This is going to give us a little bit more clearance. So we are going to leave it in the bike, but we're going to just take it out of here. So in order for us to take it out, we are going to pull this guy out through here, and voila. That's going to allow me to have this new module here, which converts 12 volts into 5 volts 3 amps and provides 2 USB A's. It allows me to feed this through here, which means that I don't have to mess and open up the bike every time I want to do something. So this is the other option here. This provides a single USB output A here, and it's pretty effective. I, however, am not going to be using this one just because I want the versatility of having a USB-C for Android or a lightning cable, or both at the same time. Why not? You can charge your battery pack, you because it's just got such a massive battery. So the connector point is this here. We're going to swap that out with the cigarette lighter plug. Okay, and then now we've got this guy ready to mount. So he is ready to mount. We have the double-sided tape ready, and then we're going to turn him around. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a hook, and we're just going to feed it through this side here, and that's going to allow us to feed another wire for light. And my hanger wire is sticking up, and I'll be able to pull a light wire through this assembly here. So this is just a simple DC plug, and this DC plug is gonna be fed right through there. Alternatively, because this guy is a lot fatter, I can just continue feeding the wire through. Alright, so now I'm going to connect the positive, which is right here, and I'm going to connect the negative. I'm going to need a little bit more negative since this guy is really short. Which is fine. Let's see what we can work with. So this guy right here is ready to be plugged in to the positive side, right there. And we're going to separate that out, and now we're ready to plug in the negative side. Can we reach it? Let's see. I'll have to move this guy. Our connector points. This is the positive, this is the negative. This goes through here and then runs all the way through there, provides an external light plug. Now let's plug this guy into the port. Boom, power it on. 39 minutes until full charging. So the port is good. Let's test the other port. Sure. This is the case right here. So you just simply put it down, and voila. So the right angle allows the phone to sit nicely in here, and the extra one allows you to plug in a battery pack or charger or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Or USB lightning if you like. I'm going to feed that through there. And because it's a flexible cable, you can run a lot of different wires a bunch of different ways. Alright, so while I'm putting the final touches on this assembly here, I'm just going to clean up and make everything look super nice. And then we're going to test and install our light thing on the bottom here. So as of right now, we've got these two. We've got this tap into the 12 volt here. And then we've got this going to a super fast charging cigarette lighter adapter. And that guy is running all the way through here into this cable, which provides super fast charging. This is not used. This is the one that goes to the wireless charger, the weak wireless charger. So we could technically take this out and plug this wireless charging cable, which is a USB-A, and we can plug it into the port right there. You can see that the cigarette lighter is on. If I turn everything off, then everything is off. So that's great to avoid short circuits, and of course you heard the alarm sound from the battery. So what I can do here is I can take this guy out, and I can plug this wireless charger into where it should be. This actually comes down all the way to the bottom and gets converted to 5 volts, but it's not a very good charger. In fact, let me get you the specs in a second. Hold on. Alright, so this guys here is the wireless charger module. This is for the front here, so if you wanted to change this out, you would simply pry it open. I don't know if it's glued in or not, but it just drops in. And then you can take out the cover if you need to work on it just by pulling straight up. The cover should come right up. Oh, there you go. So the cover just comes right out, allowing you easy access. This is in case you need more space for your phone. For example, this area right here, you can notice the notch, it can be drilled out a little bit. That will provide you with a little bit more space to fit the phone. So right here, you would cut it out. Okay, in the meantime, let's undo this. Here's what we did last time. We connected the super fast charging cable, but we discovered that it kind of is a little bit too bulky for the seat. So we're going to change this out here to something a little bit more compact. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Just as a precaution, you always want to make sure that you bundle and tape the bottom part of the wires together too. Right here. So this way you don't have to deal with the wires falling out. Alright guys, so here's the light kit that I bought. I'll put a link in the description below if you want one of these. The one thing that's different about this than the other light kits is that this is a pretty durable controller. It outputs 3 × 2 amps. So remember, we've got a fused, we've got 3 amps going to USB, and we've got this guy here. I don't know why there's a battery. Plug it into our connector point right here. So our connector point is at the bottom. I'm going to plug that in here. And we're going to plug this into the light to make sure that the light works. There we go. Okay, so we'll change multiple colors. And it'll light up the bike from the top down, which I think is pretty good. So we're just going to use a little bit of this. We'll attach this guy here. We'll pull this wire. We'll pull a bit more wire. Let me think. We'll run it like that. We'll put it under, and then that will work. So let's make it happen. Bike off to save. Make sure there's no power drain. And let's run it through. This is the last zip tie that's going to go here. And then we are good to test out the LED light system for the Sondors Metacycle, is what I'm going to call it. Now let's turn the lights off and test it out. Alright guys, so this is how we can hack the Sondors bike to fix the charging issue with a weak charger, get a fast charger, and then add the additional LED light so that looks really nice.